EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Warriors 70.
Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. 3rd and 4.
7 Pirates. 7 Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 9. Come on.
18-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
70.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll try and do this himself. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll drop the throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
60, here we go. 65.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Jerry Judy. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. If you look at this Bronco defense, this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Come on.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
60 Eagles. Come back, go.
Sanders. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Well, it'll set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
This defense for the Broncos, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Ready, set.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Pat. Panther 60, Pat. Let go.
A give. Here's Jenkins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they are able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
To throw is Sanders. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
19.
1st and goal. 5-yard line.
Here's Sanders. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Quinshon Judkins. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Play after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Broncos at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
What's forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half.
19, trap 50, trap 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First and 10 at the 38.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Come on, come on.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First and
Mustang
10 at the
19.
17-yard line.
19, Pioneer.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
5-yard gain on the play.
Now Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Sanders to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
A gain of 9 yards.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in the zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
He gets this into the hands of Judkins. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sanders. He'll swing this out to Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Mustang 19. 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught. It's Brown. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Come on. Go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
70 Rangers, 60 Vikings, Dragon 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
Judkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. There's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
19 Lions. Ready? Top 19. Browns all 80. Ready?
Second and 9 now. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Come on, come on.
On the zone read, this is Jenkins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Here we go.
Once again, Jenkins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready?
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 36.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin, 35 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Escapes the defender. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. From the gun, a give to Brown. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Chase Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is Judkins. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 60 yards rushing for him down to this point.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Bronco 80. Nice.
Back to throw. Sanders. Checks it down to Jenkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A give up the middle, Jenkins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Cleveland.
Come on, set. Viking 18. Let's go. Chop alert.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Trying to hammer it in with Jenkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Quinshawn Judkins, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ready? Ready, ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cougar night. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready up.
The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He's going to get back to his running back out of the backfield. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
That's
another Broncos first.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Touchdown Broncos. Marvin Mims, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everyone, seeing that play, focus.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They're able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Come on. Cowboy in.
Sanders now to the air right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down. and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Get him! Press on, make it up.
Here's Sanders. Now he's going to step up, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Let's go. 60, turn my team.
From the shotgun, Sanders. That's downfield. He's got Phantom.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
3-yard gain on the play. That's another
60.
first down.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on. Hit. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Ready?
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. This one is complete to Judkins. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Quinshon Judkins. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And this is picked up, and he's into the end zone.